In this video, I'm going to show you how you can be ready to interact with your corporate clients and close the freaking deal. My name's Eric Siu. I'm the co-host of the Marketing School podcast and the host of the weekly entrepreneurial Growth Everywhere podcast. So here we go. What do you need to do? You need to win this 7-figure deal, 8-figure deal, whatever it is exactly. How do you go in the very beginning to actually win the deal? You got to do your homework. You got to come prepared. If you're actually competing with other agencies, they're going to come prepared. And the fact of the matter is if this is your first time interacting with corporate clients, you're probably behind. So how can you outdo them? How can you make sure that you're going to wow them for sure? How can you go above and beyond? Doing your homework is using competitive research tools. You can use the SimilarWebs of the world. There are more more expensive competitive research tools as well, but looking at the data around their industry. Maybe you have some tools that they don't have as well. Maybe you can pull something from Facebook Insights. Not only that, and make a story around it. Draw a story up and say, hey, based on these numbers, we think this kind of campaign makes sense for you, and then here's what we're gonna put in front. You make it easy, right? The problem with most people is when they're interacting with corporate clients, they make these super long PowerPoint, keynote presentations, and they just read off the slides. You can't do that. When's the last time you just listened to someone read off the slides? It's not interesting. So the easiest thing to do is when you come into the meeting, when you're prepared, it's very easy for you to come in confident and say, hey, we're gonna keep this as an engaging discussion. The slides are not gonna be a crutch. We're not gonna just read off of them. But when you're talking with someone, each slide that you're going through, it's like, hey, Miss Client, so what are you doing here exactly? Can you tell us what the struggles are? You go down even more. Tell us what you're doing here. You're just asking these questions, you're being prepared. It's a conversation. The more you can get people to talk, the better. If you read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, one of the things I'll always remember from that book is people's most favorite subject is themselves. If you can get them to talk about them more, you're gonna win, even if you're speaking at a conference. Even me doing this video for you right now, it's not about me. It's about you. I think Nike was trying to pitch Steph Curry on signing a big shoe deal. And what happened was the slides that they pulled in, it had Kevin Durant slides on them. When you're not prepared like that, you're not gonna win this massive deal with this NBA player that's gonna bring in, hundreds of millions of dollars at the end of the day. You have to be prepared. You come in, you do your homework, you get some competitive analysis, you come in with a strategy that is unique, and then you think about how you can wow them. When you're trying to win corporate clients, you're gonna think, man, how do I wow them? I'm gonna take them to a steak dinner, but every single agency takes them to a steak dinner. How can you absolutely make sure that you stand out from the rest of them? What can you do to provide more value? Think about that yourself. I don't really have the answer for you, but maybe it's learning about them, finding out what drives them, what's interesting to them, what their goals are, what makes them look good, and then you can go from there. With little context, these are kind of the general tips that I can give you. Hopefully this can help. And if you think this is gonna help you, leave a comment below. Tell us what you're gonna do to level up your business, and we'll see you tomorrow.